Talk HD with Brian Herzog.
This is Donald Andrews standing in for Brian Herzog, and welcome to Real Talk HD. I'm glad to be here with you tonight. We have our first guest, Agnes Andrews, with Agnes Andrews Allstate Insurance. We're here to talk about the Gala on the Bluff. This will be the 14th annual Gala on the Bluff for the College of Business at Southern University, Baton Rouge. Agnes, why have you been such a great sponsor for this program over the years?
Well, Don, and I'm happy to be here too. I've been a sponsor since day one of the Gala on the Bluff, and every year it tends to get bigger and better. The Gala is a scholarship fundraiser, and as far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be involved with educating young minds and people and being able to be of help to them to become educated in our society. So that's my first reason. Well, my second reason is because the Gala benefits students at Southern University, and I'm a graduate of Southern University, and I love the university, so I want to continue to see young people attend Southern and become educated there, and I love the College of Business. The next reason is it helps my business a lot to be involved, because from being involved with the sponsorship committee and selling tickets and being involved there with your name and your signage there at the event. It's just been really good for my business to be associated with such a wonderful, worthy event.
Okay, well, tell us a little bit about the Gala on the Bluff in terms of other individuals that may be sponsoring this program. I know we have Mr. Lewis Henry out of Minnesota that comes down each year. He has his McDonald's franchise in Minnesota. We have Mr. Greg Barranco out of Atlanta with his Mercedes-Benz dealership. Yes. We have some local sponsors, Miss Ella Collins. We have Cedric Padding, yes, with IHOP. Yes. We have Cedric Patton with Jerry Lane, Buick GMC. Yes. Tell us a little bit about some of these sponsors. I know you've been working hard as the chair of the sponsorship committee, and I know more or less that not only do you sponsor this, but you also have a lot of support in the community. We really want to thank the community. So you want to elaborate a little bit on those sponsors that have been with us for a long time.
Yeah, and I am so fortunate, and I'm so happy to be a sponsor, and I chair the committee along with my co-chair, Miss Lacey Bayhath of Lacey Bayhath and Associates. So we team up, we make a good team, and we try to introduce the idea to as many people as possible, because not only is it a feel-good thing for the university, but it is good for us and our businesses, because we continue to meet new people and introduce the idea of what we do in our businesses. So it helps us and it helps the students as well.
I think the Guarantee Broadcast Group is another sponsor of this program. I know you're busy all the time. I'm just running off a few of the lists here.
Yes.
You have Mr. Juan Valdry and Mr. Leon Valdry, who are graduates of Southern University, and they're out of California.
And they're my homeboys.
They're your homeboys.
Yeah,
okay.
They always step up to the plate and help us real good.
We have the Square Legacy Group. I think he's always the first one to bring forth his sponsorship every year.
Yes, he's an Exxon retiree, so that helps us really, really good.
And we have a new sponsor. We have the Film Access Academy.
Yes.
They're more or less helping us with the media for this program. We have Channel 33. We have FMOL, which is associated with Our Lady of the Lake.
Yes.
We have Entergy, which is the company that keeps the power on.
Yeah.
And so also we have Mr. Joe Stewart, who's been a longtime supporter, and he has been a major individual at the Kellogg Foundation in Battle Creek, Michigan. So we have a great list of sponsors that tend to return and support us each and every year.
Yeah.
Now, sponsors and getting sponsors is not easy, because we know there are always people asking you for funds. But basically, you sell this program to them because it benefits who?
Well, first of all, it benefits the students.
Right.
And that's great, because that's what we're about. We wonder why more and more young people don't go to college. Well, sometimes it's not that easy. And not to labor over it so much, but education in our society is the utmost. And you often say, as we're talking about it and how important it is for education, if you become educated, not only are you knowledgeable of the area that you're in, but you become a more confident individual in society. And that's what we need. The more young people we can educate, the greater our society will be. I think our crime rate will go down, income will go up, income taxes go up, more people buy houses, Lacey, more people buy insurance, Agnes, more people go to college, and it becomes greater and greater.
Okay.
So that's it.
Now, a lot of these funds are being provided to students so that they can have access to various programs that they will not normally have access to.
Exactly.
We've sent students to China, we've sent students to Africa, we've sent students recently to Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know about traveling? In other words, what does traveling really do for an individual in terms of opening up new avenues of thought and things of that nature? I think you recently went to South Africa. I think that was your first trip to Africa.
Yes.
You want to share some of your experiences in terms of being on the African continent? What was it like?
Yeah. Well, that was a self-funded trip, by the way.
Right.
And it was an experience beyond compare. Before I went to Africa, I had seen a lot of things on television, and you can have an opinion established that may not necessarily be accurate. But I had an opportunity to go there. We went to the Cape of Good Hope. We visited Nelson Mandela's museum, and it just opened up your thinking. I often think about when my daughter first went to Africa, and we were concerned that she was going to be going and she was not going to be with us, she was going to be with the group. And when she got back, she had so much confidence because she established her own self, being even greater and greater in her thinking, the confidence that it helped her to develop. And I see the confidence that these young people develop from traveling and becoming more knowledgeable about other than your neighborhood. So when you take the world on as your neighborhood, you become more and more enlightened as to things that are actually happening in the world.
So what happens when all these people show up at the gala? I mean, all these sponsors that are sponsoring the program, what do they really get out of this program once they show up at the gala? I think they actually end up on television, is that right?
Exactly. And our good friend that brought this to our mindset when we've been doing this gala for 14 years.
14 years. The first group was Lakeside, I think.
And the first time it was so scary because we were embarking upon something that was different. And we were kind of concerned, what do we do if we don't make enough money to cover all the expenses?
Right.
Well, Don said, well, we'll just sell our firstborn child. That's a joke. But so we knew that if it did not work, we were going to have to be responsible for carrying the bill.
Right.
But at that year was when I really realized how much people really love Southern University. And I can recall talking to individuals and they said, well, that sounds like a good idea. Call me back. And I called them back and we got it. So that made it excellent. At first it was scary. Now it's not that way any
So in other words, we've achieved some level of success.
It's confidence,
yes. We really thank you, Agnes, for being on this program tonight. We know that you're going to continue to support this program. We know more or less each and every year we can count on you. So thank you very much, Agnes, for being on the program. And now we'll close out this segment with Real Talk HD.
It's Real Talk HD with Brian Herzog.
Welcome back to Real Talk HD. This is Donald Andrews again, sitting in for Brian Herzog. We have with us now Miss Lacey Behet with Lacey Behet Real Estate and Associates. Lacey, we're happy to have you here with us tonight, and we really appreciate all you do for the Gala on the Bluff to support Southern University and its College of Business, and all we do for scholarship support to the students. And you've been really an inspiration for us at Southern University in the College of Business because you basically go out and help more or less to raise funds for these kids. You're out in the community. You're almost an icon in the community, I guess, in terms of real estate. And we know we really suffered a flood here in the Baton Rouge area, the great flood of 2016. And it really is a testament to the city of Baton Rouge that we still have this level of support for the Gala on the Bluff. So I really want to thank the studio audience out there, and really want to thank the TV audience out there in terms of all they do for Southern University and supporting this program. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Lacey, and your family? I think your father sometimes helps us out with the Gala, and you have a whole lot of crew there with your husband. He's an ex-Marine and all the rest. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Well, I am Lacey Beheth with Lacey Beheth and Associates, a real estate sales and property management company. And you know, my family is longtime Southernites. My father used to be one of the drum majors.
Drum majors, okay.
That's right.
All
Back
right.
then, Southern University, Herman Stewart back then, but now
Right.
Muhammad Beheth.
Okay.
And so he has a great love for Southern, and he instilled that in us with several of my brothers and everybody graduating from there. And even now, the grandkids, my nieces and nephews are attending there. So I think even the flood is a testament of how much people really love Southern University. Not just Southern University. You've done a great job of putting the College of Business on the map. So
Okay.
that makes a really big Southern University College of Business type of push
Right.
for our students to be able to get educated and help with that education.
Right. So tell us a little bit about some of the things going on. We recently had a program out there to try to help the community understand what it takes more or less to get themselves back in terms of recovery. What are some of the things going on in the Baton Rouge community to help people get back whole to where they need to be?
Well, the most impressive thing I've seen was that forum that was put on by the College of Business. It gave people all of the information needed to be able to get back whole. Right now, people are getting bits and pieces and getting frustrated and giving up. And you know, I'm in real estate. I have people calling me, telling me I'm out. I'm ready to sell. I want to give up. I'm done. And I have somewhere to refer them to. I have, you know, the website.
Right.
I have the law center
Right.
that is doing a phenomenal job with helping with successions and
Right.
things needed to be able to get money from FEMA. You know,
So you have a resource that you can turn to. I mean, that's
Very
that's
powerful.
what a university is all about.
That's
We're here
right.
to educate students. We're here to do research. We're here to provide training. We have a small business development center. We have a university center for economic development. We have a law school that's world class. We have people that basically can find the answer
right.
that you're looking for. So that's what a college is all about, and that's what your dollars do in terms of helping us to attract quality students who can go out more or less and make the world a better place. So we all know at some point in time we're going to need a little help. And so it's good to have a university that you can call on to provide you with that help when you need it. And so Southern University has been on the bluff since 1914, and we continue more or less to try to move forward in terms of our programs and activities to uplift the community. So now back to the Gala. What do you get when you sponsor the Gala? You've been a long-time sponsor, so tell us a little bit about the benefit of being a sponsor.
well, I guess the question is, what don't you get when you're a sponsor? You
Now, they
get
tell me they got a little food out there.
oh, they are phenomenal. The food is always phenomenal.
Okay.
It is wonderful to attend, and you have first class entertainment, and you
Okay.
have the food that comes with your tickets and your sponsorships, and you have the dancing and
Okay.
the fun of it. But
Right.
then you also get to see the students out there helping, and you seeing where your dollars are going.
Okay.
And when you see that and you see them dressed up, and it's powerful. It's not just giving a party.
Okay.
It is also them seeing
Uh-huh.
what it takes
Okay.
for them to go through school.
Okay.
It is an experience in itself for the students. I am glad that you implement the students into the process so they have an understanding of what it actually takes to put on an event like this one.
Right.
It airs almost year round. You are absolutely great at whenever someone is attending anything, any event, then you always still mention them and mention what they have done for the College of Business, which I think is absolutely great. Some people forget.
Right.
Some people forget, but I
Right.
can say Southern University College of Business does not. You get a chance to be interviewed. You get a chance to promote your business.
Right.
So it's not a situation where give, and nothing comes back.
Right.
And quite honestly, with a lot of things that we donate to. That's all we know is the
Right.
donate part.
Right.
We don't see anything come back from our dollars.
Right.
It was great for me to hear or to have a student to contact me to tell me to do management on their home that they moved out of, or to tell me to sell them a house because now they have a high-paying job that you prepared them for.
Right.
So these things, your money goes to work here.
Right.
It is not long lost in a bottomless pit. You drop it down and you don't know what happens.
Right.
You actually know what happens. And if you have a business, you do need to sponsor.
Right.
You can't afford not to sponsor.
Right, so this is kind of like a return on your investment.
Oh, it's
right?
a great return.
And you have food, you have people. Tell me about the networking. Have you ever met anybody at the gala
Oh, my
that
God.
you ever got a lead from in terms of
all the time, all
okay.
the time. I mean, any gala I've ever attended, I get business from. I have long-term relationships with. I have where if it's not business from them, they're referring me business just because I support
Okay.
the Gala on the Bluff, College of Business Gala on the Bluff.
Okay.
That does happen a lot.
Okay. Well, tell me about the dancing. I know you're in a dance program or whatever. Tell me about what the dancing is all about.
Well, you know, it's always a party at the gala. It's always a party. I mean, you always have very good entertainment. I think you put thought into it, and that makes it where people want to come. You know, people want to see you. You have the right entertainment for the right crowd.
Okay.
And it's a lot of thought that goes into it, and I know that it's a lot of work that goes into it. And to be able to get those numbers down to where we can have enough money left
Right.
to service a whole group of individuals.
So we're not just having a party and nothing left
and
over.
nothing left over. No, you service a lot of individuals, and I have to, you know, hats off to you for that. To be able to negotiate those contracts, to be able to get people to participate, to be able to want to support the College of Business.
Right. Well, tell us a little bit about some of the entertainers. I mean, we've had a string of entertainers
Oh yeah,
for
you've
the
had
last
Lakeside. You've had. Now we're having Freddie Jackson.
Right.
And but we've had. Midnight Star
right.
and various
Emotions,
groups and the Emotions. The Emotions. I almost forgot about them.
Yeah,
but you've
yeah.
had great entertainment.
Yeah, we had all kinds of groups, and
Yes.
you get a wide
Jeffrey
variety.
Osborne.
Right.
You know.
So, Lacey, we've had so much fun here with you tonight, but I think our time is just about to run out on us. I wish we could talk for another hour, so I really want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here with us tonight.
I appreciate it, and I'm always excited to be here, Dean.
Thank you very much. We'll be back in a little while.
It's Real Talk HD with Brian Herzog.
Okay, this is Donald Andrews, back again sitting in for Brian Herzog with Real Talk HD. And we have one of our millennials with us here tonight. What's your name, please?
I'm Naya Andrews, the millennial representative.
Okay, could you tell us a little bit about the Gala on the Bluff? I mean, we've had a lot of talk here, but we have people more or less who are a little older than you are. What's at the Gala on the Bluff for individuals that are millennials?
Well, for millennials who are looking to have a good time at any age group who are not age discriminatory, because it's really a wide range. There are MBA candidates. There's even, undergrads who go there to participate in the good charitable event that is at the Gala on the Bluff, that you can kind of, have a party with a purpose and, get down to some timeless music and have delicious food.
Right. Well, tell us a little bit about your experience at the College of Business in terms of the education you've received at the College of Business. You have an undergraduate degree, I think, in business finance. You want to tell us a little bit about what your experience has been in terms of the education you've received?
Well, I think I've had a very seasoned education from the College of Business because I've had the opportunity to go to different areas and be around different people and almost experience different cultures that can kind of benefit you in education. Because of the Gala on the Bluff and their sponsorships and because of their sponsorships for the students, we've been able to go to places like China and London where I've been around different cultures, but everyone has the same purpose of trying to be educated and to bridge the gap with us. That's, I guess, the millennial purpose. Our purpose is to bridge the gap with different cultures with technology.
Okay, now you say you've been to China. I think you've been to Africa, South Africa, Uganda. You basically have had the opportunity to experience different cultures. You've also been involved in business plan competition with the OFC business plan. Tell us a little bit about those experiences. How did that help you to understand more about the application of business itself?
Well, just being attached to the College of Business, I've just been able to reap the benefits of being with, like you said, the OFC Thurgood Marshall Foundation and going to China and going to London and going to Africa, that many people who come out of colleges don't even have half the experience, because that is what makes you stand out and stand apart on a resume. You can have a beautiful GPA, but if you say, I've had experience overseas in China or in London or in Africa, that's what makes you stand out. And that's what almost gives you a different way of thinking and how to access a problem, because that's what we're trying to be. We're trying to be problem solvers.
Okay.
And so it gives you a different way to step to a problem and a different way to think of it when you have been around different areas.
Okay. So in terms of the coursework you've had, I know you're in the MBA program now. You have an undergraduate degree in finance, and I think now you're in human resources. How is that going to help you, and what kind of career opportunities are you looking for? I know you've been involved in the insurance industry, which is basically a part of finance. So tell us a little bit about how you see your career developing as a result of your experiences in the College of Business.
Well, I'm just happy to have parents who have been so involved in the business arena, because as you get older and you see that business is literally a part of every aspect that you can go into, business is there. So if you're seasoned in business, you can almost step into any arena and kind of put the business twist on it and to just say, hey, I'm in the business arena and I'm trying to make a profit. With finance, you almost have the education that has the statistical background of knowing how to have a business and how to set it up and how to go in from the ground and to work it up. Because in the MBA department as well, I've had a lot of professors who have shown me how to even set up a business plan, because in the business arena, you need to know that there are different steps and different avenues you have to go just to even set up a business.
Okay, you've had an entrepreneurship course, I think. What is that all about?
There's even an entrepreneurship concentration. I didn't have the chance to do it, but it's something that's getting started up in the MBA department as we speak. So it's something that I think a lot of people can reap the benefits. Just even taking an entrepreneurship class, it changes your way of thinking. It shows you that the business institution is a big part of the business arena. And also going through with like you said, the flooding, it shows you that insurance is a big part of the business arena, because a lot of people had to know how to be fully insured. Okay. So just that way of thinking can change people. For the better.
So back to the Gala now. What's there for the young people to do? I mean, we've had all of these groups, such as the Temptations were there about 2 or 3 years ago. The Lakeside. You probably don't even know anything about some of these groups.
I knew their music. I just couldn't pinpoint the group. But it's just, having not older parents, but having parents who's from that generation, they'll have it playing in the background. You'd be dancing. You're like, I didn't even know they made this song. But also networking. There's so many powerful people that are looking for young people to be there to type, almost pass on their knowledge, or looking for people who are trying to have mentors and mentorees, and it's a great place just to bridge a gap with people in its community.
Right, it's good to have young people there because it gives them an education to understand what good music really is.
Yeah, okay, that's what they said. But y'all do have pretty good music, but I think it's a party with a purpose.
So do you know any of these songs from Freddie Jackson.
Freddie Jackson, that's a whole different story. You know, I'm trying to jam tonight.
Oh, okay.
You are my lady. You know, they got so many other things. It was just like for old time's sake.
Right.
For old time's sake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
so.
you're trying to be a part of the group, I see. Okay.
You know, if Freddie looking, you know, I'm always open for it.
We also have another level with Gina Brown.
Yeah.
We also have Michael Ward, and we have our own Harry Anderson and his group. So there's
And then
going to be
it's a nice time because it's homecoming weekend, and
Right.
you know it's that Friday right before the game. Everybody's pumped and excited, so
Right.
it's just a time for people to just kind of almost bond. That's what
Okay.
homecoming is, coming home.
So if you
Everyone
could
bonding.
change the gala, what would you change about the gala? Well, how could you improve it, or you think it's already at a very, very high level?
It's a very good level right now, but just to bring in the technology, that's what
Okay.
the millennials could do. Teach you guys about hashtagging and pictures and Instagramming, and y'all have Facebook and y'all have that, but y'all can always learn more.
Okay, well, we hope you can help us in terms of that with the Millennial Group. This will be one of the most televised programs in Baton Rouge because each year it's put on its run for, each Sunday and throughout the broadcast
It's
with
very
Mr. Brian
watched.
Herzog. Make sure that it's well publicized throughout the community. So basically, we want you to be there, but we also want you to support our sponsors. That is,
Exactly.
these sponsors put in dollars to help more or less develop the overall program each and every year. But basically, the goal of this program is to help our students to understand more about business. And we have here one of our students, we've had one of our sponsors, we've had Miss Agnes Andrews, who's basically always selling the gala. So we really appreciate the Baton Rouge community for all you do each and every year to support the Gala on the Bluff. And you can be assured that your dollars are going to impact and change students' lives. We're about more or less making sure we deliver on our promise. And basically, you give to people. That's what people do. And you can basically be assured that the people in the College of Business are going to spend these dollars wisely. So I want to thank you for all listening at us here tonight. We've had a great program. I hope more or less this provides you with information. We want you to call the Gala on the Bluff. You can call area code 225-383-0877. You can also go to galaonthebluff.net, which is where our website is. And so you can
the
always
millennials.
find us here on Real Talk HD with Mr. Brian Herzog. So we really thank you for all that you've done to support the Gala on the Bluff here tonight. And we'll see you next time, Gala on the Bluff 2017.